Hello, welcome to OJ Studios. Please enjoy this week's chapter of The Unknown by Lacey and Olivia Julius.
Emma pulled into the parking lot of a quaint, somewhat dilapidated bookstore named Whispers of the Past. The sign above the door creaked slightly as a gentle breeze passed. The place had an aura of mystery, the kind that promised hidden treasures among dusty shelves. As we walked in, the smell of old paper and leather hit us. The interior was dimly lit, with rows upon rows of shelves packed with books. Some were so old that their spines were barely holding together. An elderly man, presumably the owner, looked up from behind a cluttered counter. His eyes were sharp, belying his frail appearance. "Can I help you girls with something specific?" he asked, his voice gravelly but kind. "Yes," Emma replied, stepping forward. "We're looking for information on ancient magic, particularly spells that can alter someone's identity or reality." "There's no such thing," the old man said in a small laugh. "My grandmother was the high priestess of her village when she was younger. I know her stories, and I have seen her magic myself," Emma said. Then she pointed at me. "This girl here is a product of her magic. She was a boy, but not only did my grandmother turn him into a girl, but she changed the world around him to forget she was a boy. Including me." The elderly man's eyebrows lifted in intrigue. "A high priestess, you say? And a transformation spell of such magnitude?" He paused, eyeing me more closely. "Very well, follow me." He led us around the shop counter and through the narrow aisles packed with books, their titles ranging from the arcane to the mystical. Finally, he stopped at a section cloaked in shadows, pulling out a thick, leather-bound tome with worn edges. "This might have what you seek," he said, laying the book on a reading table. Emma and I leaned over the book as he flipped through the dusty pages, stopping on a chapter titled Transmutations and Identity Spells. The text was dense, filled with arcane language and complex diagrams. Here, the man pointed at a passage. "It speaks of identity transformations, very rare and powerful. The reversal is tricky. It requires a specific counterspell, usually tailored to the original magic's conditions." "What are the conditions for my spell?" I asked. "I don't know," Emma said. "If Grandma put any conditions on you, she's the only one who would know. And she said that there was no way for me to change back." I said, defeated. "That means there is no way for me to turn back into a guy again." As we left the bookstore, the weight of our quest seemed to press down even harder. The drive home was silent, each of us lost in our own thoughts. The ride back was filled with a heavy silence, broken only by the hum of the car engine. My mind raced, trying to piece together what little hope the bookstore visit had given us. There had to be something we were missing, some detail that could lead us to a solution. When we finally pulled up to my house, Emma turned to me, her eyes filled with determination. "Don't give up, Brooke. We're going to figure this out. My grandmother might have said there's no way to reverse it, but that doesn't mean we won't find one." I nodded, appreciating her support. "Thanks, Emma. I need to get through this somehow." She gave me a reassuring smile. "We'll keep looking. And remember, you're not alone in this." I stepped out of the car and waved goodbye, feeling a mix of gratitude and despair. As I walked into the house, I found my mom in the kitchen, preparing dinner. She looked up and smiled. "Hey, sweetie. How was practice?" "It was good," I replied, trying to sound upbeat. "Just a lot of stuff to learn before Friday." "Well, I'm proud of you for trying new things," she said, her eyes warm with affection. "Dinner will be ready soon. Why don't you go relax for a bit?" I nodded and headed up to my room, my mind still buzzing with thoughts of the spell and its possible reversal. I needed a plan, something concrete to work towards. As I sat on my bed, my phone buzzed with a message from Emma. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot, tomorrow is skirt day. All of us cheerleaders wear skirts all day on Wednesday. I rolled my eyes and sighed. I forgot about the cheerleaders' traditions, tomorrow is going to be a long day.